Well, welcome. Uh, Basically, I'll just move my mic a little bit closer. Before I've actually did anything, I've already been in and done some bits to get started because I thought just show you cutting all my trees down and going through the process would be pretty boring. So, okay, I've planted more pumpkins. I've got my berry tree now. My berry bushes, they're full. A full bed of them. So that's good. And I've also, you remember I was saying you cut down a few trees and then you got all these saplings? Well, that's what I've got now. I've got all these saplings. I've got my sugarcane farm started, so I need some books so I can do. I've already got 36 books from raiding. Do you know what I mean? But right now, what we need to, and I've also made a few. But yeah, I've got that for the books and enchantment. And at the back here I'm going to build a the thing is I need to build a villager floor. Now to get the villagers into the second floor, the third floor, that means enticing them to come up the stairs, whereby this way I just now that's a mega spruce. This way if I just bring them straight in, job done, isn't it? Now there's my first mega spruce. I've got two mega spruce. What's so this big who are about mega spruce? Well, basically a normal standard oak tree would give you 5 blocks of wood, right? And here's me planting my oak forest over there out the way. I haven't got to worry about oak anymore. I'm overrun with oak trees. You get me? What's the big hoo-ha about spruce trees? Well, one small oak tree, or even a large one, will give you between 5 to 10 logs. One mega spruce tree, which is like 4 trunks, gives you 40 logs. And that's huge. Basically, you can stay in one position, not move anywhere, and knock out 40 logs, which is amazing. And the saplings I'll get from that is phenomenal. Yeah, it's a bit dark, but as you see, I'm going to get. So this video, by the way, is epic on many levels. For crops, for trees, for experiments, for the floor that I actually build. I've basically spent Friday morning on getting started, an hour or two on it. I did plant these here, but after getting stabbed and poked by them, I thought, no, they've got to go. So these have got to go. So I spent the first 2 hours of the session, not even recording it, just getting things done and prepped for this moment. So there we go. I'm just tendering to a bit of thingy, and I noticed that it's a bit dark in the middles of all the sections. So hey, I'm game for putting more pumpkins in there. I love pumpkins, as you'll see later. So yeah, I need to get all this straightened out and all, but we'll get to that in a bit. Oh, I love to plough. I love to plough. So what we've got now is me going off and finding a location to plant my berries. I've got nearly 112 berries to plant. Let's get planting. And I planted. And if I cut these down, right, and then plant them, I've got no berries worries, mate. I've got no berry worries as it is with these 112. I've got none at all. I can go around and harvest my berries just off these berry bushes alone, and have enough to eat and enough for bone meal. Job done. So I'm self-sufficient for berries. By the end of this video, I will be self-sufficient in paper and sugar coming from this, well, I'd say small farm. It's small compared to one of my worlds, very small, but that will extend. I've got bees there, people, and by the end of the video you'll see even more bees coming from the oak side. The bee nests are phenomenal at the end. I think about 6 or 7 bee nests. So I'll start harvesting honey next time, and honeycomb. So now I'm just getting through the little bits, get them done. I think, did I start the process here? And when we actually start that process, I think I got stuck into a groove. I got really into doing it because I had a little think about things, and I'll talk about that in a minute. I've got some shovels, so it must be that time. Let's take a look. Oh no, I work out that these top 3 layers level with that one patch of grass, they need to go. So I took them away, and then I was going to organise a line. So that's the sand is got a line. I'm going to build that beach out so it's a bit more even, a bit more nicer. Isn't higgledy piggledy. I'll leave them to die. That's fine. This guy didn't want to die. Yeah, as you'll see later, I cut to me actually by magic there'll be a big line of sand along the edge of the soil or dirt and grass, and that'll be the beach area. I might even put a border around it so that it isn't so, sand against dirt. I might put brick or wood or something to separate the sand and the dirt, and then put a big square like garden around it, maybe a wall around the garden itself to keep the beach area separate from the garden. At the moment you're seeing that there's no gap, there's no structure. There will be structure. This has got to go, my beacon, and of course I will make another beacon as soon as. But that's that beacon gone. Because there I'm going to build a moat or a boat inlet into the fortress, and that's mainly to bring in the villagers, and it worked. I'll show you that later. Yes, I do a little bit here and a little bit there on it, but then after I get sidetracked. But either way, now I'm building my main beacon, and I'm happy with that, mate. That's it. You can see it for about so far. You can see this beacon so far. But when you're desperate and you're not desperate, but when you're out and about and you get lost and you come almost close to your right coordinates, having that just poking up in the sky, there's home. Remember when we went back for the villagers? Or went back to the first dwelling for my dog? There you go. That's the difference. If you haven't seen it for a long time or whatever, going out and about, and your memory's not great. So here's me making a choice to say this is where we might need, where I think the entrance to my boat inlet will be. And as you see later, it just works. I'll have a swig of my tea. And this might be the start of the oh no, I'll carry on digging it out. My intention was to show you this all the way through, but then again I realised the enormity of it, and it would be pretty boring to see me hacking away at gravel and stone for the next 20 minutes, even on speed times 4. It actually took me 3 hours to do it. I couldn't work out where that water's coming from. It comes from my water bot. Okay. So that's what I did. I put a brick there. That's that water gone. Job done. And to go in and out, in and out, in and out of that door, it started to get a bit. I got peeved. So later you'll by magic stairs appear. I made them. I made stairs to go from floor to floor. I mean, I did do something on the fortress. In fact, I did something that I think's amazing. it's an addition to the fortress that I never thought of until I watched a YouTube video where this guy he was playing like Sky 1 block, and he managed to bag himself some villagers and trap them type of thing. Either way, he started to trade. I thought, I wonder if I could do that. I wonder if I've never actually traded. I have traded with a villager, but never trapped a villager. These horses wouldn't get out of the way. So this line here, yeah, that's the line I'm choosing to be the line for the sand and where the dirt meet. But yeah, I've never actually trapped a villager and brought him back to live with me. So that's what I chose to do eventually after my sidetrack, which will be, you'll see that in a minute, which I think is amazing. This is why in a minute I call it Pumpkin Day. And like magic, yeah, boom, all they're done, all the pumpkin heads are in. And now, once I go outside, you'll see the line of sand and dirt in a straight line along the edge, and then I start showing you what I've been doing. I think I also, have completed the sugarcane farm too. Yes, I'm going to talk to you about that outside later, but there's the line, happy days. So there's my beach. I might change that a little bit. There's my full sugarcane farm, and look, oh, what's this? It's pumpkins, people. Every line is a pumpkin. Now I need more soil to put more lines down. Basically, for the next possibly 10 minutes, I go through soil, pumpkins, seeds, soil, pumpkin, seeds, soil, pumpkin, seeds. I just got into this groove and I was enjoying myself. And I thought, where can I stop? And you'll see where I stop. But yeah, I've got this idea also that, wouldn't it be good? I've never seen this done before in Minecraft. I might build a line of pumpkins across the ocean to the next island. Might be far. I burnt there. I love that. I love fire, me. Yeah, it's anchoring to put like a big line of soil, too deep like this, and then plant pumpkins across it. At least then, if you do get lost and you come close to the island that's close to your island, it seems like a 5-minute swim ride in the boat. But if you can find the pumpkin line, hey! I'll like make a dwelling at the other end. So if you do go the wrong way, there's always a dwelling to get in. And I might try and link the old dwelling to this one. So I remember seeing a cave and I never went into. I know you can just see later on how far it is away from here, and is it in a straight line? Tough choice. I can make it a straight line, can't I? But do I want to go through the pain and the continual laying blocks to get to the old dwelling via dirt? But it would be fun to see a big line that stretches across the horizon of the sea. Yeah, my idea is, now, I did say I was going to have a rethink and a redesign. I like the lantern, I like these pumpkins, and I like pumpkin lanterns. I thought, I wonder if I can do it in the ways of, like, one strip of, this is just the skin of the fortress, one layer at the bottom of lanterns, pumpkin lanterns lit up with then three layers, 3 levels or 3 blocks, layers of normal pumpkins with no lights, then another layer of lights, and then another layer, 3 layers, and all the way to the top of pumpkins. It'll be a pumpkin fortress. Well, on the inside it'll look like cobblestone deep slate and other things. I'll also, on the roof, I'll overhang the roof, right? I'll overhang the roof. I might use spruce wood, as you'll see later. I plant lots of spruce, and when I've planted that spruce and I cut down the spruce that you see me plant, I'm basically going to be self-sufficient in spruce. So the roof of my fortress will be in spruce wood. It's dark, it's lovely. I think I have glowberries, so basically I'm going to put glowberries underneath this overhanging roof of the fortress. I may even build a veranda or an extra bit where I can do a little bit of gardening. At window boxes. I've got all kinds of plans. If I can get into the nether, which eventually I will do, if I can get those weeping vines that go upwards or vines that go downwards, and also decoration from the nether, let's decorate it. It's going to look amazing. I'm just working out in my own head how far out I've got to go with all the. Eventually, it's where to stick pumpkins. I'm thinking about sticking more lines across to the other island there, but for now, I stick to these lines. Yeah. I'm going to be self-sufficient in pumpkins, but I'm going to need I'm going to need loads of pumpkins to fill out the skin of the fortress. So, by the time you see me finish, I believe we've got to go again a few more lines. Do you know what I mean? I take this beyond anything you've ever seen. I couldn't believe how far I took it. I thought, yep, this is the last line. Get ready to mention that. And it wasn't the final line. I carry on, go, another one. Bloody hell. So, there's me just tidying up, making adjustments to each line, because I can see that I made a mistake there. Get rid of it. It's unsightly seeing the sand, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? More pumpkins for more seeds, because I'm going to need them. By the time you see the finished results, I'm not going to have to worry about pumpkin seeds. You get me? Just pumpkin seeds, don't worry about it. I've got myself covered. But the pumpkins themselves, I don't know. It needs to stretch the entire length of the fortress, and at the moment the fortress isn't finished. I've got that finished that layer off, which we came from the last episode, which I haven't touched it in this episode. I don't actually touch the height. I don't even finish the ceiling off or anything. It's all about pumpkins, bit of farming, my enchantment books, trees, and then at the end, or if you like the last 23 minutes, it's all about finishing the final dig out of the cellar. I call it the cellar, but that's where all the villagers are going to live. Well, I'm going to make them live there, and then that way I can trade with them and get better trades. I remember seeing the first, as you see later, he wanted 16 pieces of coal for 1 green emerald. That's pretty cheap. That's pretty cheap. Because I can make charcoal, make torches. You don't need coal. So yeah, I'll give him that. Then later, I went to another village on another world. This one guy, he wanted, I think, 2 potato for, I think, 6 pieces of coal. Then this other guy wanted 6 pieces of coal, believe it or not, for an emerald. Then later, say another villager in the same village wanted redstone, big pile of it for one gemstone. I thought, yeah, because it gets your achievement up, doesn't it? Either way, sun's going down, time for sleepy time. May as well get some more pumpkins while I'm here. And I noticed when I put those extra pumpkins in, my crops, even there, you just saw, they're ready to harvest. They were like drips and drabs. They weren't really getting up there. They weren't really growing hard because I think the light levels are a bit low. So since I put those pumpkin lights in all the middle bits, they just went up. And then when I replant that, they're up again. It's fast growing now because we've got lights in there. Ain't too bothered about these pumpkins out here. I didn't have to worry. They'll be solid. They'll be solid by the end of the next episode. You'll see bands of orange, basically. I think this might be the end. The end one. I'll soon tell you when I have a look. Might be. Could be. I need more hose. More pumpkins for seeds. I still think I'm going to need some more lines of pumpkins. I really do. You start the build, you might go around once and think, okay, I need to up my. I just know we're going to have to up my production of pumpkins. I don't think that's going to be enough, but to look at it later on, you go, it looks enough. Because that's what I thought. I need to change it. I did have that. Okay, sorry about this, but I did say I'd make it out of copper skin. But thinking about how much copper ore I need to turn into copper bars, and how many copper bars I need to produce copper blocks of construction, it's crazy. It's mammoth. So I thought, well, to get around that, we need another block source that's cool looking, has impact, and can be reproduced or found easily across the whole world, or I can reproduce it in a fast rate. Pumpkins it is. Could be out of melons, but I'm liking the orange. And plus pumpkins you can make into lanterns, so having little bands of light going up the fortress to then a dark spruce roof with glowberries and foliage hanging down, it's going to look amazing. A few lanterns around the edges. Oh, it'll look brilliant, mate. I think it will anyway. Definitely epic. I think this is the last one now. No more. After this one, I don't think I do any more. And I definitely move on to the next stage, which is digging out the cellar, for which, like I said at the beginning, took me 3 hours of gameplay. It was monotonous. I didn't take a break. I got it done. I wasn't prepared to go downstairs for a brew until I got the last block. And I had to dig out 3 levels of solid stone. 3 levels of inside the fortress, but down. But I got treasure. I found a little box deep in. I thought, I'm 3 levels down. I haven't planted this box. Where's this box come from? Where's this little single chest come from? So I cracked it open. I've only found a treasure chest, people. A treasure chest, yeah, and it was full of treasure, armor, all kinds of stuff. Got a gold bar, silver bars, iron bars, and it had something that I've never seen before. In fact, I got 2 potions. One potion was for regeneration, 45 seconds. I got 2 of them, and then I also got this ball, a blue ball.
It's called Heart of the Sea, and I've done a little initial research of how to use it, and it's in BBC, and I've got it in this world. According to Minecraft Wiki and the internet, the Heart of the Sea is made into producing and activating a conduit. That's as far as I know. So a bit more research on that, and hopefully in the next episode I want to build my conduit. I also want to build, and that'll be the first ever conduit I will ever build ever in Minecraft, and you're going to see it. So I think like magic. No, I've got a creeper coming. Where's that creeper? Oh, I did some more then. Alright. Yeah, so I've never actually activated a conduit, so you're going to see that in the next episode. I will also build my enchanting table and enchanting library. I've got everything I need, so that's going to get built next episode. So we've got enchantment table and library. I'm going to hopefully build a conduit, and I'm going to do a section where you're not going to see this, but I'm going back down the mines. If I can get Fortune 3 on a diamond pickaxe, and I've got plenty of pickaxes, I will have a diamond one. I've got 20 odd diamonds left, so I'll make sure I've got a full diamond axe or diamond pickaxe, and I want Fortune 3. I'll show you this, but I won't show you the mining bit, because I'm going down for some more cobblestone deep slate to finish off the build above. And my idea is I want at least that floor finished with 5 bricks high, and then on top of that maybe a 10 bricker. Do you know what I mean? Maybe in a bit bigger. I want to make sure that I calculate it right, because it needs to fit several types of machinery for automation, and that'll be in that floor. And then the roof bit will be my main quarters where I will live. That's the idea. So we're talking possibly double that again on top. So we're going to need some pumpkins, people, and I've got pumpkins coming. So I'll have a little swig of my tea. As you can see, pumpkins are over. I now cut down the trees, right? Remember me saying, once you've got 1 or 2 trees, the saplings from those trees, plant them. Those saplings from those trees, plant them. Job done. So while my night's setting in, I do a bit of crop sorting and replanting to get some produce. I actually think, 8 beds ain't going to be enough. I've got 8 beds there. It's not going to be enough. I actually believe that if you're going to do it in the way I'm doing it, which is beds and not automated farms, where's the fun in that? So basically what I'm doing here is I'm building 8 beds in here, then outside somewhere in a big massive place somewhere I'm going to build another 8 beds. I may even have 16 beds outside. The majority of them is going to be wheat, but I'll do some more potatoes, more carrots, because my intention is to have big farms of pigs, cows, sheep, and probably the biggest farm of them all will be my chicken farm. Yeah, because chickens give you meat, chickens give you feathers, chickens give you eggs, and if you have a big enough chicken farm and you feed them and cull them, not only do you get all of that stuff, you get major XP from feeding and culling your chickens. Now here's me cutting the 2 mega spruce down, right? 2 mega spruce And I know for a fact when I cut them down and get all the saplings off it and replant those saplings, I turn 2 mega spruce trees into 7 mega spruce trees. And I've just done this in another world. When you cut down the 7 mega spruce trees, you're going to have enough potentially for an entire forest of mega spruce just off doing that 2 tree setup, which I've done here. I don't have to worry about wood, people. I just don't. I'm going to tidy this up and all. It's a bit messy up this end with this water coming in at Stupid Bay, that sandy pit. I don't like that sand bit. I'm going to add more land, basically. So you see me do a little bit of tree sorting, planting, and then I start on the cellar. It was just amazing how many saplings I got from it. Thought, how many more? Another one. Bloody hell. Now I've planted my birch. I think I had about 5 birch, 6 birch. There I've got 14 or 12 or 14 from a 5 or 6 birch. So I've doubled it again. You know what I mean? So the sun's going down. I think that's it. I may go back again to do a bit more, but I think it's cellar time. Just plant those extra bits out the way. That's it. Let's have a save. Yeah, here we go. This bloody thing here. Bloody creeper. But then again, you know what? I actually like the creeper now. Because later on, you don't see this, but I actually entice a creeper over to some soil that I want shifting. And he exploded in the right place and took him down to the level I wanted him to. So, that went up quick, didn't it? Done. We want one more to make one more tree. Pumpkins are looking good. I think this might be the bit where I get rid of everything and then think about mining that cellar out. So yeah, it's like an extra floor added to the fortress, but I've dug down. So yeah, we need to do. The idea was to show you me starting this process, and then thereafter, right? By magic, the insides will just be all gone. And I've even, like magic, the water mount or the water inlet will automatically be built. So, by magic, it'll be all done. I put a door on it too. Yeah, and yeah. The idea here is to try and get it in centre as much as I can, and I worked out I was like 1 brick off going almost centre, and even then I don't think I am. But what I've actually produced and the finished article, I'm very happy with, because it just works. I think it's in this section that you don't see. I actually make the stairs, and I also find the treasure chest deep in the in this area. Then I realised then gravel. It's easier to work with gravel with a shovel. There you go. So when I think I save here, stop recording. Like magic, what you're going to see now is look at my crops. They're up, they're ready to harvest. All them crops now are ready to harvest thanks to the extra lights. So now I've put lights in, the stairs in, see? Now I'm taking you all the way down to the bottom where the cellar is, or will be. Now I've dropped through. This is now the cellar, which will be the villager's home. I've tested it and double checked it and double tested the mount, but right now we need to build some fences, and that's what I'm building now, people. Fences. Why fences? With a gate that keeps the villagers in that sector. The other side of that, where the door is, I'll use for storage or whatever I want. Here's the mount. I can come in only on boat. The only way to get into the fortress via that mount or moat is by boat, and as you're the only person in this world that can travel by boat, then you're the only person that can enter with a villager in the boat. Happy days. I had this plan of putting these fence posts across it and then a gate in the middle. That way then it stops things escaping or getting in or whatever. It didn't work, namely because you can't get your boat through it, as you'll see. I thought, you're kidding me. I was trying, so it's boat away, rip all that down. So my idea was to keep that area, majority of that area, nice and clean for just villagers. So I had to redesign it this time round. I thought, okay then, I'll come in there and I'll put fences like I did the other side across the edge, that there, and then this here. Put a gate in, happy days. And it works. It did work. So now I go off and make some more fences to finish off that thing. I can now travel between floors without going outside. So that big steppy thing that you see at the top there, I might leave that there for now, just for now. So I'm ready now, people, to go off and search for a villager, and that's what my intention was. But first, let's go have a kipperoonie in a min, dump all the stuff we don't need, and then after that we have a little kip. Oh no, we're straight off. Alright. Now I had this idea that the village, my first dwelling, is this island and a little to the left and straight across the water. Right? A little to the left but also straight. Okay, so I tried this technique. I didn't take that long before. What's going on? Just wasn't. Where's this plate? I couldn't work it out. I thought, have I gone wrong here? I must have gone wrong. This isn't right. So I keep on going. I thought, I might have overshot it. Overshot the point. No, I didn't. Didn't go far enough, as this shows. But don't worry about it. You'll see in a minute. I end up back at camp. I thought, what's going on here? Then I found this place thinking, have I been here? I can't remember if I've been here. There's always treasure in these places. So I tried and I looked in the main places where you'd normally see your treasure or a chest, and they aren't there. But we've been there. Can't remember. So I got sidetracked there. So here's me going round, hopefully trying to look for my beacon, thinking it's just around the corner here. I remember. No, I didn't. So my first attempt to get back to my first dwelling, and the sun's going down. Oh God, what's this? I'm back at camp. Great. So that can't be right. So I wasn't prepared to. I wasn't going to give up. Do it again. New day. Back to the boat. Back out. So when I get to that island, don't go left a bit. Stay straight. And it worked, people. I found my first dwelling. There we go. Now I stay straight and don't come off that course. And that's where my first dwelling is. And of course, where the village, my first ever village I went into, which I think's amazing. I need to go on an adventure to try and find a village a little bit closer. I can't keep taking the villagers from this village and bringing them back to my place. I just can't do it. So I'm back at the first dwelling here now. You know what I'm going to say, don't you? We stay on the outskirts of this island and we come to the village. Happy days. I don't mess about here, people. I've never done this before. Never taken a villager back to my home or my main base and set him up like. So now you're seeing this for the first time. And when I've finished inside my fortress, inside that cellar area where these guys are going to live, I'll put some carpet down, some pictures. I'll put some flowers in pots, all kinds of stuff. Make it look nice for them. So there's the first dwelling. Say goodbye to that one. And it's head across the ocean and done. I can't believe it. That's the first one in. Yeah, I need to go on a little adventure where I try and find another village. But I want to wait till I've got my enchantment up. I've enchanted lots of tools. Got rid of I've got 26 XP there to get me. I want that down. I want to get Fortune 300 pickaxe, and then some other enchanted other product items like iron pickaxes or whatever. Get some enchanting done, then go on the adventure. Because if I die, who cares, right? I've got all these things enchanted. Happy days. So enchanting first, and then go on the adventure to find that next village. Now watch this. On the roof of my new mount, you'll see a creeper. It's just in there. I was trying to entice the villager to come inside here, but that's a good sign that the mount lets me in, or the mouth of that lets me in, not the creeper and not the zombies. That is amazing. So I intended to do that and it worked. Wow, people. So I've got him his bed. I want him to be like an ironsmith or a smith. So I need to give him that profession. You need to put a bed and a box near him. Done. So there's the bed. Then I put the box. I push him along, and now he's a smith. Hey, he's a toolsmith. Thank you. Boom. Now we need a few more. So in the next episode I intend to do quite a lot of fancy stuff. So to recap today, and that's why I called it an epic video, I built my cellar. I built more pumpkins ready for the pumpkin skin. I need to fix that. So yeah, I intend to see you in the next episode. Thank you. Goodbye.